On the west bank of the Sandusky River, the Indian maid keeps watch over the city of Tiffin, Ohio. She stands atop a granite pedestal with a serene countenance and one arm folded at the waist. A blanket is draped over her left shoulder and falls over her arm. Her pose and raiment evoke the statuary of ancient Greece and Rome, the classical civilizations that inspired the founding fathers of the United States. A plaque on the pedestal contains a bas-relief that depicts the maid giving water to a settler. Above the relief is an inscription. This Indian maid keeps ceaseless watch where red men and sturdy pioneers drank from a spring whose sparkling waters flowed within the stockade of old Fort Ball. Tiffin citizen Meshach Frost donated the funds for the statue, which was unveiled on October 11, 1926. Frost was the embodiment of the American dream. He worked his way up from humble beginnings to become a successful entrepreneur and real estate developer. Frost is remembered for bringing several industries to Tiffin, including the Sterling Grinding Wheel Company, the Beatty Glass Company, Brewer Pottery, and the National Machinery Company, which he reorganized, managed, and eventually purchased. Under his leadership, National Machinery introduced significant innovations that led to the rapid expansion of the factory and contributed to the prosperity of the city. A generous philanthropist, Frost also has the distinction of building the town's first electric street railway. The citizens of Tiffin thus unveiled the statue of the Indian maid amid the energy and optimism that fueled the prosperity of Tiffin during the early 20th century. The unveiling took place during the 102nd year since the city's recognition and its designation as the seat of Seneca County. Sadly, Frost was not present for the ceremony, having died 4 years before. The city nonetheless expressed its admiration and gratitude by renaming the street next to the statue Frost Parkway. The statue commemorates a young unnamed woman who assisted a detachment of U.S. soldiers during the early days of the War of 1812. American General William Hull had recently surrendered Detroit to the British, along with a force of 2,500 soldiers, leaving Ohio open to invasion. To prepare for that eventuality, General William Henry Harrison ordered the construction of 3 forts along the Sandusky River for the purpose of establishing a supply line for the defense of the Lake Erie coastline. Fort Ball, the southernmost of the 3 forts, was to serve as a supply depot. When soldiers arrived to construct the fort, they encountered a young Seneca woman. She showed them the location of a spring that could be enclosed within a stockade, therefore providing the fort with a protected water supply in the event of a siege.